believe the skill that Zipporah learned and how outrageously successful she's become.
She has become outrageous because she gained outrageous skills. You're exactly right.
That's awesome. I can't wait to hear the story.
Mhm.
Zipporah, she's our friend.
She is our
She's our
friend.
Israel friend. So anyway,
Long-term client.
welcome to Coffee with
Yes.
Ken. We're just chatting it up.
Reminiscing.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for joining us. So I'm Dr. April Brown. I'm Executive Vice President of Coaching. We are here with Ken Brown. He is CEO, and we got General
morning.
Manager Butch McCracken. And we really want to welcome you and thank you for joining us for Coffee with Ken. And
Yes.
we have, and we could tell so many stories about Zipporah. We'll get to that at the end because she's been a rock star
She has been.
lately. So, well, she's been a rock star, but there are so many things that she's
Mm-hmm.
been doing. But yeah, outrageous success goes with outrageous skills. Learning skills.
Gaining new skills.
Yeah. So tell me about that. How has that proven in your life and in our clients' lives to literally gaining a skill, having outrageous success?
Well, we step back a little bit and kind of talk about what you learn when you come to First Steps, which is our events. And when you come to First Steps, you're first introduced to the concept of breaking some limiting thoughts, some limiting mindsets that you have, and then pushing through that to start really expanding where you started shrinking your vision over time, or if you're young that you haven't really developed your full vision, and start really working on your vision and then how to fulfill that vision, and then giving people the skills to actually make that happen. And you could pick one of 1,000 that have seen it done. You can pick a single mom who barely could even pay rent, that was living, well, actually she wasn't, she was living with her parents and trying to take care of other things, and then go to culinary school and all the things, and still struggled, and ended up after that cleaning toilets. Yet through her skills that she was gaining by continually plugging in, ended up getting her own place to start serving food, and then has blown up that business, and then got another place for business now. It's just person after person after person that we could go to. You can look at Stuart and what was going on at Lynn Group that started off with and didn't exist. Think about his businesses did not exist before he came here. But the reality is that people come and gain skill, and then they're able to apply that skill quickly. That's the one thing about the events that that Jackie talks about often, is it's one of the few trainings you can go to, get the skill, and go back and apply it and start getting results very quickly. It is very true.
Yeah, so true. Yes, we were doing all of these things, and we did not realize how it was affecting us, though, in our marriage and our relationship with our kids.
Right.
Like, those are the things that we don't often connect, how those are, and I think that was part of it. Like, we were eating out all the time. We were, and had a lot of stress, and so that played on even more of a stressful, like, working. You work more for the stress of earning, because you have to earn to make the money, to make the ends meet, instead of really enjoying and doing it for the joy of the work. And it really does make a difference.
So true. Well, we were talking about a certain person at the beginning of this, Zipporah. If you think about her and her family, her and Harold is a long-term pilot with United, very successful, makes international flights, flies a really big plane. And they have taken that income, and she has, in her business skills, and grown her own skills, and taken that income and just multiplied it. Where she's in the last event, she was down front talking and giving a testimony is very powerful, right? So created multiple streams of revenue, has several foundations that they do to take care of things that they're passionate about, and along and joining with us and other things that she does at King's Ransom. But she's traveled the world. She went to Israel with us on our trip. which was phenomenal, by the way. Hopefully that can come up. Obviously, we thinking about Israel and everything going on there right now. But I got to tell you that her skill sets and what she's done in taking and applying and creating different streams of revenue for their family is phenomenal. And you know, they're multimillionaires. Looking at where they're at, their future is amazing. And it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter your color, it doesn't matter your gender. It just matters that you're determined and you get the skill to do it, and you can overcome anything.
Yeah, and that's another one that they came to for the business side and to increase their income, but
Her
their
marriage took off.
marriage and the relationship with their son is just like blossoming, and
Yes,
it's really cool to
it is
see.
very cool to see.
Yeah, and she's amazing. She's one, if you come or when you come to one of our events, that she is at the registration, and
She's a
been
volunteer.
yeah, volunteers to do registration, and she is so impactful there. She actually, even somebody came in asking a question.
She brought an
she's-
Uber driver
she
to an
brought-
event.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
she
ended up
brings people
coming.
with her.
Yeah, so
it's amazing.
Was one of our persons told him, and he comes in there, and she's at the registration table.
Yes,
But she also she brings her people. And she had a free ticket, so she already had a ticket that she had gotten for somebody else, and they couldn't come. So like this Uber driver comes in, is asking all these questions, and then
she gifted
she
him
gifted him
the ticket to the event.
So just very, very awesome
Yes.
part of our community.
Yes.
I really appreciate that.
Yes, and thank you all for just how you step in and help people and getting people to the event, because there is nothing like an immersion training. So why First Steps to Success? Because it is immersion training to pull you away from all the distractions, immerse yourself for 3 solid days in training, challenge yourself, and believe me, it does do that.
Yeah.
And
We're always here to just give you a little bit every single week. But I'm telling you, what you get here, or just any of the things you see, success tips on our Facebook page, it's just a little
it's a drop
taste of
compared
that
to
you
a
get,
bucket.
and that will give you things that you can do to support you being
Yes.
successful. But really, like you said, immersing, being around the people that are like-minded like that are all growing together, and that have come from nothing to multimillionaires.
Yes.
You want to rub shoulders with people like that.
for sure.
That is at our event. We have an event in January, and it is First Step to Success. It is January 31st through February 2nd. So
That's
it goes
correct.
into February, and it's in
3
Dallas,
days.
Texas.
That's right. It is.
Yes.
And I do
Yes.
want to say something for you that are looking to amp up your thing, and you've been to a First Steps and you've not been to a Creating a Dynasty. That is coming up in December.
Yeah.
And I want you to understand the importance of that. Some of you, we have many people that have actually come to First Steps that have not gone on to Dynasty. You need to take that step, because call First Steps your entry level into gaining new skill. Creating a Dynasty is a whole different level, because it's workshop based, and it really puts you in situations to gain skill that you would not gain anywhere else, especially around how to handle difficult environments, how to work through conflict, how to grasp the concept of even investing in some things that we cover at that, and really pushing through some mindsets. And following that, there we have the gala, and our special guest this year, of course, is none other than Helen Smallbone, and the special guest with David, her
So
husband, who are the
excited.
parents of for King and Country, as well as Rebecca St. James, and it is going to be a absolutely amazing evening. Absolutely amazing. And we had a lot of fun last year.
Yes.
we did.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. It's a party of the century.
It is, and that event is in Houston, by the way, and it's the first
Yes.
weekend in December this year. Ticket information is below, as well as for First Steps, because we want to see you. If you've been to a First Steps, you need to get yourself to Creating Dynasty. And by the way, if you've been to a First Steps or you haven't been to a First Steps, you need to be there in January. What is holding you back from hitting all of your goals and objectives? We want to help you make those a reality.
That is right. That is right. So information is below. Click on it, get your ticket, and get your hotel as well, because you want to make sure that you
Oh,
have, 'cause
my,
we
do
do run
not.
out, so make sure that you get that, because we have special pricing for that and
Especially
special-
Butch gets the phone call the week is, the people didn't get it. Butch, what can you do?
Mhm.
He stresses out. Go get your hotel.
He said, look.
Do you see the look? Well, it's true. I've been with him and seen him, right? He can pretend all he wants, right? Last week he learned that I could read at 3. Butch is
He was
learning how to
really
deal with
giving you
difficulty,
some
right?
looks today.
I know. He's working on that over there. Just got to work on him.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, we are so glad that you joined us.
Yes.
We really appreciate you joining us every week here on Coffee with Ken.
Yes.
And like, share, comment so we know you're here and we can say hi. And we'll see you next time on Coffee with Ken.
Have a
Thanks.
great day.
See you, gang.
Bye.